Before the scroll unfurls, before the flame flickers, there was a silence, a breath held between worlds. Winxa packed a few changes of clothes into her small pack and looked out the window. Her own face, full of anticipation and a bit of fear, looked back at her. She stuck her tongue out and turned to blow out her candle. She shouldered her pack and cracked the door open and listened. She could feel the house listening, holding its breath as it waited with her. She heard it, the soft, sonorous snore of her father. Her father, he was going to be so mad when he found out. She almost closed the door again, put her pack down, but as she moved, paper rustled in her hand and drew her attention. The note explaining to her parents why she was leaving. She had to do this. This was the right thing to do. As she put the note on the table where her mom would find it in a few hours, the smells of the waiting kitchen wrapped around her. Her eyes closed as she committed the smells to memory, knowing how much this place was a part of her. She crept out of the house, shutting the door on her home, her childhood, on everything she had known. Cool night air and the promise of something new was invigorating as she jogged down the path. The cobblestones were cool and quiet under her feet as she moved lightly over them. She was going on adventures. She and Sigyn were leaving Marshview tonight. They were going to leave behind parents who wouldn't let them be friends and go out into the big, wide world. Maybe they wouldn't have adventures on the high seas like Vale read about, but they were going to go places, see things. Sigyn would find all the pretty things to paint and write poems about, and she would keep Sigyn safe. Winxa Dida may only be a farmer's daughter, but tomorrow, tonight, now, she was going to be a ranger. When she wasn't around Sigyn and Vale and not doing chores at home, she was with the town's hunters and guards, learning whatever they would teach her. Her parents hadn't quite disapproved. They just didn't see how it would help her. She was going to take over the farm, not traipse through the forest. Winxa felt the leaves brush softly over her fur as she ducked behind a bush. The grass, freshly crushed as she crouched on it, gave off a pleasing green smell. Patience is the name of the game, a gruff voice repeated in her head as she waited, watching the path to see if anyone saw her, if anyone else was about, before sliding deeper into the forest. The moon was bright, lighting her way as she wove through the trees as silently as she could. As soon as one of the hunters had taught her the method of moving quietly, Winxa practiced every time her feet left the road. Practice around the farm had gone well, until her father caught her sneaking up on the plow and yelled at her to stop playing around. Shadows clung to her as she moved between the trees, mostly avoiding twigs, but there were a couple that made her pause when they gave little snaps. Her movement resumed in time with the forest's night song. Overall, she thought she did pretty well as she entered the clearing that she, Sigyn, and Vale had claimed for theirs. "Sigyn!" she called out, just above a whisper. "Dear Mom and Dad, please don't worry about me. I'm going to find adventure. I'll send home money when I can. Love you both." The scroll fades, but the flame endures. This has been a character narration by AWDD. If you would like your character's backstory handwritten in a way that embodies your character, please visit our Etsy store, AWDD Legacies.